Let's go. Hello everyone on YouTube, I was actually talking a bit. I think my other VOD might have disappeared on Twitch, so you guys might have missed a good bit, but I'll check, and if it's not there, I'll make sure to upload it properly. I just started recording on YouTube there, by the way, One.
I'm getting used to the big names of the corpses at our feet. What are they doing there? Apart from the obvious.
Together they worked on how to calm the riots, how to use the Fourth Estate. Who knows if they would have failed.
Dickheads. If any of them controlled him, they probably wouldn't get killed.
And locked away. Good point.
I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have and this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
It turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster.
But honestly, I kind of agree with the killer. Like, I think the killer should be killing him. I think it's the only way to really fight this type of shit is to just go on a rampage. Like, corruption never changes. They own the system, they own the law. And there's too much stagnation of like, no violence in this world. I think that's why everyone's getting so violent recently. There's a time for balance, you know what I mean? For like true cutting loose in the real world. But I agree with the killer in this. The whole world's totally fucked in this game. I mean, it's like ultra fucked. It's like holy shit. It's one of the worst dystopias I've seen in fiction. Like Cyberpunk looked like nothing, looked like heaven. Honestly, Cyberpunk's kind of cool compared to this. Way cool actually. I like Cyberpunk, but this is about the only dystopia I've ever played, or read, or watched where I've kind of looked at it and not felt like it was fun to even just be in. I was like, I mean, it's a cool place to look around in, but like, I would not want to live in this world, unlike so many other dystopias. And so I do not blame the killer killing all these elites. And if we catch him and put him away, we're 100% the bad guys. Though I don't think I'm going to do that, because we've actually had options in dialogue to like kind of side with the killer's methodology and his ideas. And some part of me thinks he might even be the killer, so we'll see what happens.
All well and good, but is there any evidence of third-party involvement at all?
I'm working on it.
Why didn't we have access to these recordings?
They were in the Red Room.
I'll try to get to them. It doesn't act normal.
Could this be desynchro? His own transfer machine. I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing.
That really doesn't connect. I mean, I feel like the killer could use his own machine to do it. Does that tell me it's not a proper hypothesis? Or maybe it is actually, hang on. Oh, maybe it is, yeah.
Both
then-
died on dates shown
yeah.
on the symbols.
The problem is the green state of death was carved long ago.
These line up. According to Shaw, it looks like he hanged himself, and it's like there was someone there with him. So it's like he's been controlled, and the transfer machine had his own private transfer machine. So clearly the killer used that to get into his body. Like Green had that. The guy was killed. So what was the third piece to this? More
I still
pistols?
don't get that part of the story. When I think that they really used the...
Oh yeah, the orphanage for spare bodies. The orphanages for spare
At
bodies.
least the motherfucker's dead.
I wonder if the killer was an
Everyone like him
orphan.
deserved it.
This may actually connect to it. Really? No? Surprised at that one. Oh, hey Pix, how you doing? And Guten Tag, Tom. Guten Tag. Hello, Tom Tom. What do you think of all this? What do you think of the synopsis I gave you, 1-1? Also, hey Pix, how you doing? And how you doing, Tom Tom? What you guys been up to?
Lots of familiar faces, but compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
Damn it.
How did you describe it? That you're losing control of yourself? It's a kind of consciousness erosion. We'll increase the dose of ambrosia and the amount of synchro tests. It should help.
I need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke.
Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit, I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer.
Grace's kind of a creepy voice.
There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece. Fucking Demmer.
Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them.
This happened at Green's place, but it's much bigger than that.
Possible. Any ideas?
Next, but didn't say anything. think it connects. It doesn't. How much left? Let me sort these things better. I've already connected that. What else is there to connect here? Oh wait, hang on, maybe we need to connect some other things from the other line of inquiry. So why take out the other people? Because they're just randos, even if they are kind of bigwigs. They're mostly just management for the bigwig stuff. What would it be? They would monitor recordings. And might have some proper evidence or info. Maybe that's why they wanted them gone. No.
You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in.
Okay, what kind of expo for who? A fan expo for what? Yeah, I had a shirt this morning. I'll see you when you're back, Tom Tom, or whenever you leave. I know. I'm just trying to figure out this detective shit, sorry. Oh, I can't talk much. Well, I can, but I need to think it through. Oh, we got a new thing now. Why did Green have to die? Because he's the fucking linchpin of it all, isn't he? He's like the master of everything.
I think we need to focus.
I am fucking focused.
That's it, pop up. Some of these people make sense to me when they don't connect, but this should be. So let me just try this.
Are you sure?
I was, but I changed my mind.
I don't know about that. Maybe that actually. I feel like it's him wanting to just bring everything down, burn Rome, but maybe this guy does want to take power. Could be this, but I'm feeling like it's all about the ultra chaos, but I could be wrong with it, I don't know this
The
guy.
whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart.
He does seem to care, but then again, the guy who did the killing does also care about people, so you may want to replace the power guy in power so he can actually do something about it, but we'll see.
Green was the last person who could stop the spreading chaos.
I wonder if his death was a crime of passion, or if it was planned.
Since the most influential players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs.
Maybe we can do both of them. Really? We don't think he's going for power. I didn't really think he was either though, but I mean, if he could be though if he actually cares and wants to rebuild after he destroys.
Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that. I don't buy it.
Was this the last thing? We did the orphanages? Let me just see. I know that Ouroboros comes into play. Why didn't see it why it connected? So we do think, yeah, that Ouroboros eating on the tree was like hundreds of years old, so it was a plan over decades. Let's see.
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
Pixie, if you're there, a fan expo for what? Like, what kind of fan expo?
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. Mine don't fade. They haunt me. More literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
Standing on the field, thousands of people chanting your name, and winning or losing depends on what you do. With all those people watching.
Didn't you prefer how they yelled when you won?
No. I've always liked challenges.
I'd be too stressed out. Too much pressure.
Okay. Let's try to draw some conclusions.
Honestly, I see two main possibilities. Or we're just seeing a small part of a bigger plan. By someone who's always 2 steps ahead of us. Or Green's plan played out with Kovalev's help.
Mm-hmm. How do you figure?
Fuck, I don't know. He has access to some advanced tech. He managed to make contact with you in the Red Room. He knew everything that happened. Like he was in Green's head. I thought Green just committed suicide, but now I'm having a tough time buying that. Sorry, I've got a lot of thoughts. What do you think? Who's behind all this? Murderer or Green?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
What's the murderers behind it all? I mean, I could be wrong, but I think it's 100% the murderer behind it all. What did she actually say there?
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another harvest on Icarus.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos. So, What's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No. Shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks.
I think it was a picture of him when his first body. I really did. I got a better look. Basically Comic-Con, yeah. I've been to like a Comic-Con before. Just once. I go more often, but it doesn't really come to where I am. Oh great, hanging out with friends then, that's good.
Rachel!
This is that ichor stuff that seems to keep people's like soul or consciousness ground to like
Looking in
the
the mirror
wild.
at yourself, sometimes the scariest thing imaginable. But it was time to face myself on my own, without dragging anyone else down.
I said this before with the word ichor, that's like an undead thing. It does sound like it's kind of like they're all undead. Hopefully it saved us. This is where I ended before.
Central Park. Everyone in the area is asked to leave the area for their own safety and security, according to the police.
Dude, are you there? Hello? This guy looks shady. He's connected. Oh, this guy's old. Wait for me. We'll get it sorted together.
Seth?
Who else, genius? The voice of your conscience?
You're not really here. You're just a cocktail of desynchro and memories with a garnish of trauma.
Dude, you really don't get it. Don't do anything or you'll do something stupid. I just entered the initials and Hestia asked, am I satisfied with my work? They're calling from the top about it. This will end worse than usual.
I'll lean on him and get something. I'll find out what happened.
Fine. But what if you don't?
I will. Whatever it takes.
I can't cover your ass if you do this. James!
We just received word of gunshots in Central Park. Crowd is panicking. What are you doing? 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 What are you do
God damn, it's always kinda, you know, they do that well, you do really feel the fucking, like, grip of fear and, like, the panic when that happens. Getting your life together, Tom, good for you then. Yeah, you do what you gotta do. I'm sorry, like, your circumstances before, your wife leaving you and all that, and the alcohol, but just do your best. That's all we can do, we can all just do our best. So damn, I'm roasting. That feels better. Relief. One sec, I'll be right back in like 2 seconds. Oh, your ease off a Red Bull as well. It's kind of hard to my stomach now. Big man, my ass, he was an asshole.
Truth is said to heal. The problem with this statement is that there are only two kinds of medicine that work. Those with an awful taste, and narcotics.
This shit fucking sucks, dude. How brutal. Look at this picture, Jesus. Read this. You basically got to pay to keep your own body when you're born, or some rich person will buy it up and use it. You'd be trapped in some kind of limbo where your like soul is kept, or consciousness or whatever. Until someone can pay to get you out. Another crappier body. Fucking bullshit, honestly.
James, are you there?
Good to hear you.
I'll be on the line, but remember, in this place, desynchro can be deadly. Got any symptoms yet?
Thanks. Never felt better.
Yeah, the echo is kind of like, we keep seeing it. It's kind of like chained around our soul, I think.
Damn it.
I can't see anything. Do you think there are any traces left after all this time?
I was here. How am I not one big lead?
No ticket jokes, conductor? Anything?
That motherfucker had to shoot everyone. So many bodies lost.
What?
Why can't I remember anything?
We can't remember this event? What the fuck?
Most of the blood evaporated in the fire. Maybe the UV will detect something.
What is that on his hands? That's new. He's got like scratches on his hands or something. He's always had really ugly, horrible hands and body because he was given, like, you see his old self and he's like this healthy, kind of handsome, noir PI dude. That's what you see in like the loading screens, but he was given the body of was basically like a kind of mega junky Rex dude when he got killed. So he's kind of got this crappy body now. The one and only thing I find really unrealistic about this is the police don't get given special treatment. And you think, if anything, the elite would give their enforcers like ultra special treatment. That just wouldn't happen otherwise. Besides that, yeah. It's fine. It's all fine. There's no way they wouldn't make their enforcers like, give them everything. They can keep protecting them.
Different people. Shoe print.
Is it...
Her was ankle deep in blood. This is mine.
James?
I don't have enough information to reconstruct. Something here. I have to check it out. Some bodies were permanently damaged. The frame looks shot through. I'll check it.
How much space was left on my main drive? Hang on. I can run it again. Get these things uploaded. I've not uploaded in ages. I really need to get to it. I'm just kind of just don't have time in the day and like emails and stuff.
It fits my gun. Did I? No.
See, is he the killer or is that Ghetto maybe the killer? It makes me think, honestly.
Need to look for more evidence.
I don't know if reconstructing is a good idea.
Refusal of body credit. This guy just hit the memory bank from here.
Probably like most of the victims.
similar one. She recorded lectures with it.
Watching the neon lights of the fading city. Oh no. What? No, please! I'm begging you!
I think a lot of these people didn't die, but most of them basically did because they couldn't really, they're like barely affording their bodies to begin with. So, like you said, most of them just went to the memory bank. So basically, they're stuck in like soul prison now, and there's probably no one going to bail them out ever. So they're just kind of in like an endless limbo. Like if you get no one and this happens to you and you're not rich, like you're basically not even just dead, but you're dead and stuck in this kind of eternal purgatory. Or purgatory. Quite nightmarish, honestly.
There was a major firefight here before the derailment. I'll check where the shooter was.
Who shot them?
I remember this. It was chasing a guy. A dealer. Motherfucker was armed. Looks like he was standing around here somewhere. I already have a lot of data. I'm going to reconstruct.
James, think again. The reconstructor will try to use your memories because you were there.
It'll be fine, Sarah.
No, you won't. Wait. James, wait for me. I'll be back in a moment. I have something. I'll explain later.
I wonder if you could actually wait. You probably couldn't. Is this the guy, the killer? Because first of all, that looked like him in the image we've been seeing this whole time. Also, maybe I'm wrong, but that looks a bit like the... We'll see, hang on. Body of the original guy. It is us!
What's going on?
We'll get through this difficult moment together.
Fucking knew it, man. Wait, did he take control of us? Hang on, did he take control of us, right? Or was it just all he does and that kind of split personality? Because it makes sense. 'Cause we're like mentally unstable, so it makes a huge amount of sense.
I'll tell you what happened.
I was chasing a dealer who was running away in the crowd.
As I would say, this looks just like us, but not the kind of broken body block, but like the picture of like him when he was alive, his other old body.
You shot up those people.
No!
See, James.
It's crap. You're manipulating me.
You're pathetic.
I couldn't kill those passengers. It wasn't me. He overwrites my memories. What does he know about the train? From a synchro test? Is this how he brings out memories?
Get out of my head!
Maybe it was manipulated, but I think it actually is him.
Are you alive? Is that fucking blood?
Killer uses your memories against you like a parasite. Squeezes into gaps left by the desyncs and modifies them. I don't know. He hacked synchro tests and finds out everything. He does it somehow.
Run away from there. Come home and we'll talk about it. Don't reconstruct any further, understand? I can't be with you now.
What?
I'll explain later. My body is in trouble. Okay? Over and out.
Why do people keep leaving you?
I need to get to the next car.
Yeah, ever since this guy's been talking to us as well, we thought we were talking to him on the phone, but when you listen to how everyone else speaks, you hear that kind of phone, like voice audio kind of filter through it. Every time he's spoken to this guy, it doesn't sound like he's holding his hands up like he's got that phone in his head, like the technology, but the voice doesn't actually sound like it's coming through a phone. It just sounds clear like he's talking to a person right in front of him, or in his head even. And not only that, but the desyncs they call it seems to just be when they're not in this body. I get the feeling if it isn't him, this killer might not even be someone quote unquote hacking the technology, but like an entity or a spirit coming back from death to literally possess people when they're in this state. Be one of those two things.
As long as you don't get consumed by frustration. What's going on?
Did you know that in the last synchro test I talked about us? I understood that you would never accept my decisions. Life ends. Even memories fade away. Nothing else will happen. We tried. I know. We were stupid. That would be wrong. We would be bad people. We really are. Because we're still alive.
She would never. It's my own fears, feeding on her death.
That time the Icar snaked away from me, not usually it sneaks into me. That might mean it came from somebody else that time. It was actually another
Constructing
spirit or
this is gonna
something.
be Sisyphus' work. The difference is Sisyphus tried to cheat death, not to immerse himself in it.
Did he? I thought this really just tried to put that boulder up the hill. Do you know what's funny? Is anyone there? First of all, it's got kind of funny little bit of trivia for people. Pixie and Tom Tom. One man might be there, but we just we might just be listening, not not watching. The hell are tubes? The mere tubes? Huh, weird. I think there must have to be food or something, but
Sure at the games.
ugh. And this world is so shit, by the way.
What happened here? Didn't even have time to yell. A mortal wound. Why can't I remember anything? It's starting to look like a graveyard on wheels. I'm moving to reconstruction.
Yeah, they talked about Sisyphus there. Do you know Sisyphus is like an old Greek, it's an old Greek story. And the word the person Sisyphus is kind of what they use today to call people like a sissy. It's like a corruption of it, saying you're like a sissy, like a pussy or all that. They use the word sissy to in reference to Sisyphus. But Sisyphus was this big, ripped, strong, powerful bastard who was putting this like gigantic boulder up like to try to get it to the top of a hill for some reason, and he couldn't manage it. But he got it like a lot up there, and like any other human could just not manage what he was doing. He was like a Herculean god. He just wasn't able to do this. So it's sad that we call people we kind of diminish his name, calling people sissies, saying they're weak. But like he was like a pure ultra god dude. He just wasn't able to do this one task that anyone could even start. But he got it like halfway up, and the boulder was like 3 times the size of him. It's like the world's strongmen can only lift boulders at like a third of the size of them, where he was lifting one like 3 to 5 times the size of him. So he was like a demigod or something. One sec, guys. But when people say you're a sissy in reference to Sisyphus, they're saying you're like a pussy or a weakling or whatever. So it sucks for him. I like this. This is fucking cool.
Shot a dealer on the run. I had to have a clean shot. I will kill anyone.
Well, we are a cop. Makes sense.
Can I remember it? Let's assume that's true. I shot everyone like a man. What's next?
These superhero feats of strength shit's lame. Who cares? Anyone can write a hero to be strong, you just need to say this hero is all powerful. Writing a good character is way more difficult and important. Point wasn't that he was really strong, just like what was, but not for any kind of bragging thing. My point just was that it's sad that his name is so perverted because, you know what I mean? It's like his name, he's kind of lost all his glory, Sisyphus, even though he was kind of badass. But anyway, yeah, here's a cop, checks out.
It's just some trash. A few more years and the memory bank will matter again. It's real. Interesting. I wanted to get him and...
Yeah, so this guy wasn't in the way. We just shot him on purpose because we were pissed off.
I hit him. That was all that mattered.
That's a lot of blood to be losing.
He couldn't get far. They lead to the third car.
You believe he got 2 weeks suspension with pay?
Why do you have to be so annoying? He got hit hard. The dealer was standing here somewhere. And bleeding. We'll try to reconstruct.
Well, let's get a fucking drug dealer.
Why did you take her from me?
I don't know what's going on. Do you know who I work for?
Names! Now!
Lunatic!
We'll work this out with the boss.
I'll shoot down this car and we'll all die.
Go ahead. But you're telling me one way or another. Who told you to sell Rachel the poison?
What? Who?
Who is he?
That's worth freaking out about. Kind of psychotic break, basically.
He doesn't know anything. A counter-terrorist team's on the way.
He's aiming at the car! Get the fuck out of here!
Are you crazy?
I'll shoot him down!
Why did you do that to Rachel?
Go!
I want names!
This was the last good day of your life.
Doesn't make any sense to run backwards.
I'm losing control.
I think that was a full breakdown because I don't think he was in there.
No. No!
I'm not going in there with you. Our luck's run out.
No. I don't want to go in there!
Why not?
Why are you doing this?
You're dragging yourself to the grave.
What the fuck?
You don't understand.
Right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna sorry to cut this as a cliffhanger on YouTube.